Welcome to Chapter 12, Introduction to the Analysis of Variance. This week we will be learning about an alternative to the t-test. This test is used when we have two or more groups. So in Chapter 12, you're going to be learning about the analysis of variance. And it is very similar to the t-test. So you're going to be looking at whether mean differences obtained from sample data, the differences between those groups is sufficiently large enough to conclude that there are differences that exist between those groups in the population. The difference between the Anova and the t-test is that the Anova can be used when you have more than two treatment means. So if you have three groups, you can use the Anova. The Anova is an alternative to the t-test in that it protects the risk of a type 1 error in situations where you have two or more groups. So every time you run a t-test, if you're comparing three different groups, you would be making multiple comparisons between, say, Group A and Group B, and Group B and Group C, and Group A and Group C. Each one of those subsequent runs on a t-test would increase the risk of a type 1 error. The analysis of variance controls for that. So each test in the t-test would have a alpha level, and we only need just one of those with the analysis of variance. The problem with that then is that the analysis of variance only tells us if there are differences in the three groups or four groups or five groups, depending on how many groups there may be. So in addition to doing an analysis of variance, you must also, if the test is significant, meaning that there is a difference between one of the three groups, you must do a post hoc analysis that then tells you where the difference lies between those groups. So if the analysis of variance is significant, meaning your p-value that you obtain is less than alpha, then you must also do a post hoc test. So here you can see that the analysis of variance, this is an example where you have three different groups. So you're looking at if the differences between those three groups, if they are significantly different from one another. And that will be the focus with the analysis of variance covered this week.